I'll be showing you guys the filters that I used, or that I'm currently using, to scalp coins on Bullx. Now these filters have allowed me to turn my port from 2 to 3 Solana all the way up to 400 Solana over the course of the past 2 months, which is pretty impressive. Now, at the moment we're using Bullx Hyper, which is the new version of Bullx. This isn't open to the public yet, but you can skip the waiting list by using my referral code, which I'll put in the description. Whether you're a beginner crypto trader or you've been in the crypto space for a couple of years now, this is where you should be spending 99% of your time trading. The amount of opportunities that spawns on Pump Fun every day is ridiculous. You have coins going from 8k market cap all the way up to the hundreds of millions. Even the president launched a meme coin. But this is the once in a lifetime opportunity. Like, generational wealth transfers are taking place on the Solana blockchain right now, so you need to be taking advantage of it. Now I'll quickly just go over what filters actually are. So basically filters limit down the amount of new coins that you can see. Because if we take the filters off this page here, you're going to be spammed with hundreds of coins every minute, and you won't know what to buy or what to look for. So filters just help us narrow down that selection of coins that we can actually see. It just removes the junk. So this new creations tab here, this is where all the new coins get launched. Every new coin comes into new creations. So you're going to be getting spammed in this section here. So it's important we have a filter on. Now for the filters, I put my maximum depth holding at 10%. This is because developers, if they hold more than 10%, they can easily just dump the coin and just dump on you, and you end up losing money. So I want to make sure this is at 10%. Then for my second filter, I have volume minimum of 2,000, because if you're buying into a coin, you don't want to be the first buy. You want to make sure there's a bit of volume coming in, other people are buying and selling, because you want people to buy in after you. So if there's no volume on the coin yet, it's more risky. You want to make sure there's some volume and some initial traction. Now for market cap, I've put that at 7,000. That just removes all the fluff that's underneath, because all the coins that are sat at 5,000-6,000 market cap, they're not really moving anywhere. So if you put your filter at 7,000 market cap, you're going to see the coins are getting ready to pop off. Now for the buys, I've put that at 5, which is similar to the reason I have my volume at 2,000. You don't want to be the first buyer in a coin. You want to make sure other people are seeing the idea of the coin, and you're not the first. So that's why I've got that at 5. With these filters applied, you're going to be seeing new coins being released, and you're going to be seeing coins that range from 7,000 market cap all the way up to 80,000 if they instantly migrate in this section. Now, when I'm looking at a coin, I normally look to see if they've got a social linked. So for instance, I would see if they've got a Twitter linked. And then I would look at the name of the coin. This is called the fastest runner. So what I'll do is I'll search this up and see if it's original for a start. As we can see here, this is not original, so I wouldn't buy into this. But if the coin's original and it's got some socials, then we can investigate further and potentially buy this coin. I mean, if you guys are just starting off, a good filter to add would also be have at least one social, so you're getting the coins with potential. If you've been trenching for a while, there are some coins that run without socials, so you can leave this checked off. Now as we move over to the second column over here, the about to graduate, these are coins that have been around for a little longer than the new creations. These are coins that have got more buyers and sellers and have more volume in the coin. So these will be coins ranging from the ones that are about to migrate all the way down to like 20k. So in this section for the filters, I'd still have the same. They're holding a maximum of 15%. Then I have my holders, I normally put this 40 to 50. So I'll go for 45. This is to make sure that it's not just one person just buying a massive amount of the supply. You want to have a nice spread over the holders. And then the 5-minute volume, I put this at 5,000. because I want to make sure the coin's active. Because you don't want to be buying coins without any volume, because that means it's not going to move as much. You want some volatility in the coin, so you can trade and make profit off it. If a coin's got no volume and no volatility, it's going to be flatlining. You want the nice rises and dips so you can trade off them. So once the coin hits around 80 to 90,000 market cap, it's going to come up to the top of this about to graduate section and will start to migrate. That means that it'll be paused for 1 to 2 minutes whilst the coin is migrating over from pump fund over to the Radium liquidity pool. And then once they've migrated, they'll then be sent over to graduated, which is just here. So in this about to graduate section, these are coins that have been around for longer than the new creations. They've got more volume, they've got more holders. These are coins that are starting to get a bit of traction. So we can spot some gems down here, to be fair, because the selection of tokens is a lot smaller compared to new creations. As you can see, tokens are popping up every couple of seconds in new creations, whereas these about to graduate tokens, these are just slowly cooking. Now, for the filters, I'd normally up the dev holding a bit. I'll probably put this at 30%. Now, the reason for this is it's not always bearish if the dev is holding a larger percentage. Because we're at the about to graduate section, you can raise this. So developers sometimes, they can use large dev holdings to either lock tokens or use some of the supply for marketing wallets, which is actually bullish for the project and the token. So that's why we can raise the dev holding just here. We can raise this up a little bit. Now for holders, I still want to see a wide spread of holders. So I put mine at 45, you can go up to 60. You want the supply to be distributed fairly evenly across holders. You don't want one cluster or a couple of holders to be holding most of the supply, because then they can just rug it and you'll lose money. Now the 5-minute volume, I've gone for 5,000 because I want the coin to be moving. I don't want there to be no volume, because if the volume's low, then the coin will kind of just be flatlining and there won't be huge swings up and down. And we want volatility and huge swings so we can trade it. So 5-minute volume, have that at 5,000 to weed out some of the dead coins. And then I'd also set my market cap here to 30,000. As you can see, the amount of tokens here has decreased quite heavily. Now, you're going to see at the top here, some coins will pop up when they are migrating, and it will say migrating to the right just here. And this is when coins hit around 80,000 market cap, they get moved from pump fund over to Radium. So you'll see coins migrating here at the top. So the aim of this section is we can buy coins of 30k market cap and look for quick 2x's. We can sell them just before migration. We can get some quite nice scalps just there. Or if we see a coin with a lot of momentum, you've checked out the socials, they all look good, you see a lot of potential, then you can catch early runners in here. And now moving over to the graduated section. This is the make or break for tokens. They'll either just dump straight after migration, so they'll go from 80, 90k all the way down to 20 pretty much instantly. Or you'll see them start to pick up some motion and start to rise to a couple 100,000, 300,000, and even a couple of million. Now, for the filters here, I normally have my dev holding at 25%, because like I said, it's not always a bad thing if the dev's holding a large percentage. It depends on the reasons behind it. So it could be bullish if the dev is holding a large amount. I have my volume at 50,000. I want to make sure there's a lot of volume on the coin, because you're only going to make money if people are buying in after you. So if there's no volume on the coin, there's going to be no buyers stepping up to buy in after you. So you want to make sure your volume's 50,000, or I sometimes up it to 70,000 if the market's really active. And then for market cap, I leave my market cap at 60,000. And that's all I have for this. Now you'll see, if I disable the 60,000 market cap limit, you'll see a lot of dead tokens down the bottom here. These are tokens that have migrated and instantly dumped. As you can see, 5k, 4k, 12k, 4k, 4k. So you want to definitely make sure you have 60,000 on. Now the main thing with trading these coins is going for 15, 20, 25% profits. That's the main thing. Then you can compound these profits, make it into more. The thing you need to avoid is rugs. You need to make sure you're not getting rugged at all costs. It's much better to take a minus 10%, a minus 15% than getting completely rugged. The small gains will add up over time. Just keep compounding them, and you eventually build up your portfolio to a high amount. Now, there are a couple of tools you can use to check for rugs. These filters do try to filter out all the rugs, which we've done with the dev holding, the minimum amount of holders, and stuff like that. But you can also go to Trench Radar, which is a website, and just check if the token's bundled. And yeah, that's just about it. Just make sure you got proper risk management. Don't be aping in your whole portfolio into one token, because that will not end well. And make sure you're taking your emotions out of your trades as well, guys. Don't be revenge trading. If you're down for the day, just get off for the night and trade again the next day. There's no point revenge trading because you're going to blow your portfolio. Now, another way that I also find tokens to trade is I use the wallet tracker feature on Bullx, which I get alerted when my track wallets buy coins. So see, Frank the Gods has bought a coin here, so I could click on that and have a look at it. As you guys can see, it's just exploded up from 100k all the way up to 4 mil. But to add wallets to track, you just come over to the wallet section just here. Then you can go to import. Then you would